Jai Gurudev, everyone. Welcome to this new episode of Guru Siyag Yoga, Bliss Becoming and Being. So, in this series, Bliss Becoming and Being, we discuss about Guru Siyag Yoga in English language. So, for those of you who are watching this, they must or they might have already seen the previous videos, or they might like to see this one. So, in this series, we are not discussing things in a way that from a place of expertise. In this series, we discuss things from the point of view of how the journey looks like, this journey of transformation on the path of Guru Siyag Yoga looks like, feels like. And so far, I have been sharing about my journey, and on a few occasions, some of you have been a part of this series as well. And in future, maybe those of you who would like to share their experience on camera, so they may reach out to me, and or Dharmendra Sharma ji, or anybody who, I'll just display a few numbers in the runner below. So you may reach out to any one of us to be a part of this series, or you can send your experiences in writing on WhatsApp, and we may then share them on our in our next episode. And in these episodes, we are basically intending, each one of us, whosoever watch this series, to understand that Guru Siyag Yoga is a very authentic and powerful way of self transformation, because I cannot say that this is a way of meditation. Meditation is one of the part of Guru Siyag Yoga. So the practice, the core practice as shared by Gurudev. So I'll just share the picture of our Gurudev as you can see it. So on the left side is our Sadgurudev Sri Ramlal Ji Siyag, and on the right side we have Guru of our Gurudev, Baba Sri Gangainath Ji Yogi. So Guru Siyag Yoga involves meditation and chanting of a mantra. So once you hear the mantra in Gurudev's voice, you will get initiated into this practice, and then you can chant that mantra. So towards the end of this video, I will be playing a short video of Gurudev sharing a bit about Guru Siyag Yoga, and also he'll share the mantra with you. So, those of you who do not know, or I would say who haven't fully explored Guru Siyag Yoga yet, they may choose to uh, know Guru Siyag Yoga by visiting the website www.gurusiyag.org, and you may also like to watch more videos about Guru Siyag Yoga on the YouTube channel Guru Siyag Divine. So most of the videos would be in Hindi. So those of you who want to watch videos in Hindi about Guru Siyag Yoga, they can watch on the channel Guru Siyag Divine. Besides this channel, there are other channels also on YouTube in which practitioners are sharing their experiences. So you may watch them as well. And besides this website, you may also find more websites dedicated to Guru Siyag Yoga, and you may explore those websites as well. So it's so much about first getting curious about what this practice is, and later it involves getting some kind of commitment, maybe, or maybe initially testing. So testing is a little it's a little uh, tricky word, because In such cases wherein we are uh, we are wanting to transform ourselves through a sadguru or a potent guru, so we are really not the one uh, who is capable to test guru first of all, or even test that how this method, is this method working or not, and all that. So somewhere this curiosity is okay, but at the same time, sooner or later, we realize that we are never in a position to truly test the power of power of meditation or our guru. So what happens is that when we start practicing Guru Siyag Yoga, so it may be that you might be facing some issue, and it could be a long-standing situation that you don't want in your life, or you do not want to feel certain way. So you started exploring the internet around how to live a fulfilling life, or how to get disease free, or something like that, and you stumbled upon some video or something which took you to a practice like this one, Guru Siyag Yoga. So I'll specifically talk about Guru Siyag Yoga. So once we start practicing Guru Siyag Yoga, so before that, this basically this whole series of steps, because somebody who is not having an issue in life, we hardly find someone who doesn't have an issue in life, number one, or somebody who has issue in life and is not looking forward to a solution. So those of us who are looking forward to a solution, and we when we try our search, and somewhere we seek God's help to take us out. So we stumble, or we meet Samat Sadgurudev Sri Ramlal Ji Siyag. So not everyone meets Gurudev, or I would say not everyone who seek transformation or who seek solutions to their issues are able to discuss Gurudev. And there are ones who are able to discover Gurudev. Maybe some friend told them, or their sibling or parents, but they are like they are not really keen to practice. They're not keen to consider this idea that our life can get better by trusting on a guru. So, and we have many logical reasons to think like that, and all of us are aware of those reasons. So those of us who discover Gurudev through YouTube or through internet, or those of us who discover Gurudev through friends or family, so all that needs to be done is the next step, which is that which next step to maybe ease ourselves in this journey, or maybe to progress faster in this journey, is to actually search a bit about Guru Siyag Yoga through the website, watch some videos with an open mind, of course, and especially with regards to the videos, I would say, because you would find many videos which in which you will find people from all backgrounds, because in this world not everyone looks like you, not everyone has got that social strata that you belong to. So this world is big, and we have people from all walks of life who practice Guru Siyag Yoga. So once we start exploring, and we will get to see practitioners from all walk of life in Guru Siyag Yoga, practicing Guru Siyag Yoga, and we might not really relate to them. So I can say that because it happened to me, that when I started exploring Guru Siyag Yoga, I watched a couple of YouTube videos, and somehow I felt that that I'm more educated than these people. So I'm sharing this openly with you because I'm sharing that uh, our mind work, how our mind works, because we can be sometimes very haste in drawing conclusions. We are all sometimes not really bothering to think systematically, even in important matters. So when I discovered Gurudev through a friend, i I looked at the picture, and the picture of Gurudev didn't appeal to me. And the other Gurudev, I got, in fact, a little bit. I would say I I was little spooked, or I can't say what I felt, but I was like that. No, no, no. I want somebody who is like, that those were my automatic thoughts, that I would want to perhaps get associated with somebody who is really, really famous internationally, and who is already very well known in the corporate world and otherwise. So somewhere that bias was there in my mind around who should be my guru, if at all, if at all. So by the time I discovered Gurudev, I had realized that to really get that happiness and peace in my life, some fundamental changes needs to happen, outside and inside both. So we start with this wish of changing others, or changing our job, or I mean changing our circumstances, or changing others, and then we really try to do that. We really, and as most of us must have realized that it's this is not an easy road. We really want the world to become according to our thinking, but somehow that doesn't work like that. Even if our thinking is right, but somehow life has a way of its own, and world has a way of its own. Our relationships are dynamic, and however wise we might be finding ourselves in situation and with people who we find not conducive or disruptive to our peace and happiness. So when we when we want to change people or circumstances, we somehow sooner or later keep hitting the wall again and again, and we get hurt again and again. And this loop of getting hurt again and again, or not able to succeed in worldly relationships or endeavors. So this or maybe we might be successful, but still we we constantly feel that we are not feeling the way we want to feel, or somewhere we feel that there is something I still need to achieve, and that cycle never ends. So whatever it is, we find ourselves in cycles that are not going according to us. So it's then perhaps a lot of us find Gurudev. And when we find Gurudev, and those of us, few of us, who choose to at least try Guru Siyag Yoga, so they move a step ahead. So a lot of us just see the photograph, or just see the website, or explore YouTube channel, and then we make some very haste conclusions, and that's it. So the second step, which a lot of you are have already taken is about perhaps thinking that, okay, let me understand more about this practice, since a lot of people are saying it, so all of them must not be getting paid to share their experiences, or if they are saying all this, so maybe some of it might be true, or you just start seeing your thinking that how can I really truly understand who a true guru is, or are all true gurus very famous world over, uh, in the corporate world? So what is the criteria that we have built for ourselves in this search of finding a spiritual master? So in fact, most of our criterias are ill informed and narrow, and I would say not really logical, because this whole matter of spiritual transformation is 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 really beyond our understanding of anything or everything that we have explored so far in life. So I have seen people who are really educated, but then that doesn't mean that they will understand about Guru Siyag Yoga immediately. And then I have seen people who are really not educated that well, and they are able to make that decision that, okay, let me try, let me see how this works and all that. And then there are educated people as well, who, when they get to know about Guru Siyag Yoga from a friend, so they also are open to at least about give it a chance. So so it's up to us that how we want to think. Number one, this is something that we must understand, that if you got Guru Siyag Yoga as a recommendation from your friend, or you discovered about Guru Siyag Yoga, so the second step is to understand about Guru Siyag Yoga by watching a series like this, or by doing some search and all that. And the third step is actually giving it a go. So, and then once we start doing what the guru has shared with us, so this practice, which involves meditating twice a day and chanting of a divine mantra. So once we start doing that, we when we experience a lot of things, and some of us feels that we are not really experiencing a lot. So whatever it is, so when we start practicing Guru Siya Yoga with an open mind, after some time, when you will look back, so maybe after 3 months, 6 months, so some of you will find immediate relief from various ailments, or your situation that you are in. And some of you might not really immediately see any tangible benefit, or you might not be able to perceive. But it's it doesn't mean that the benefit or the changes are not coming, because this practice involves a samarth guru. So when you bow down to a samarth guru, when you walk on the path shown by the samarth guru, so you are under guru's ambit, and lot of things start getting in place for you. So this transformation is not the transformation as you are wishing it to happen logically. So all of us want peace and happiness, but somehow we 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 define it in ways that cause us pain. So, so the true happiness of peace, happiness, true definition of peace, happiness, and success starts getting formed once we get associated with a Samarth Guru, and a lot of things that we need to shed from our mind, psyche, personality, whatever you want to say. So we shed all those unwanted beliefs, thinking, values, and all that. And we start becoming different because our definition of peace, happiness, success, they evolve. They evolve with this practice. They evolve by developing the connection with Gurudev. So once our outlook towards life changes, and by that I mean that once we we uh, we s- we become different in terms of what we want and how we want it. We become not attached to so many things that we are attached to. So it's not about that we will stop loving people, we'll stop caring for our family, or we'll not be able to go to our workplaces and we'll not be able to perform. So it's not like that. It's just that we will become more balanced towards doing our duties and more graceful in conducting ourselves in all situations, and we will understand more clearly our duties, and we will understand more clearly about how to perform them, and then we will be able to perform them in a much more better way. So, Guru Siyag Yoga is about surrendering to a Samarth or a potent, omnipresent master, spiritual master. And in our philosophy, Guru is somebody who 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 really is God Himself, who has merged with God, who came on earth in human form to enlighten himself and then get connected to other people and show the path to do the same. So Guru is God Himself came who is here with us to hold our hands, because as human beings we have various sometimes very complex notion about higher power, or we have some way of accessing higher power, and for some of us it it works sometimes or it doesn't work sometimes, and for a lot of us we just believe that yes, some god is there, but we are not truly connected to the god, because we think that god is somewhere or everywhere, but somehow we are we really able to connect with our god in a way that we we access that god power in all circumstances at all times. So most of us are not able to do that. So the guru, who who is a omnipresent spiritual master, so once we surrender to that guru, we are able to understand how this spiritual power works. And since guru is in a human form, so we are able to relate to that higher power, or we are able to really feel or connect to higher power in a much more easier way. So once we surrender ourselves to the Guru and start following the path shown by our Guru, so slowly and slowly when our thinking gets enhanced and our expectations starts getting refined from ourselves and others, our lives start changing. So all aspects of life would change once you start practicing Guru Siyag Yoga. So this yoga cures all diseases. So physical diseases, mental diseases, spiritual diseases. So and all of us have got all sort of issues. So those or we are all running in those painful circles or cycles. So all those things are related to these three levels. And Guru Siyag Yoga start transforming us right from the moment we hear Gurudev in his own voice. So it starts working then and there on. So slowly and slowly we develop that wisdom to understand that how am I evolving or what changes are coming in me or my life. So initially, if you are if you are really not able to understand that how Guru Siyag Yoga is working for you, like you are not really sure, as perhaps you were wanting some work to happen for you, or some other person to do something for you, or you wanted some disease to get cured. So if somehow you're not able to see the result immediately, so please do not give up, because Guru Siyag Yoga works at multiple levels, in ways that you may not really understand initially. So this wisdom or this discretion to really appreciate that how we are being transformed, sometimes that takes a little time to come. And once that starts coming to you, you will you will see, you will understand how this power that Guru Siyag Yoga make available to you is working in your life. And the more you are able to see it and appreciate it, the more you will be able to use it. So everything happens in a very step manner, in a gradual manner. And in fact, magic also happens, but for that magic to happen and for you to notice that magic, it all depends upon you only. So many of us, we feel that Guru Siyag is working for us, or Guru Siyag Yoga is benefiting us when we are, when we are able to get divine insights into, in form of we perhaps getting some dream about gods and goddesses, or getting some power to really crack the issues that we are facing, or we get some immediate relief from something. So sometimes miracles also happen. A lot of people have tried this also. But those of you who who are here and who are already ready to practice Guru Siyag Yoga, so they can start practicing, they can just stick to what Guru has told them to do, explore more about Gurudev, and be open to get that transformation into your life. So many a time we are not open and we block our transformation, or we can say that we kind of really are not cooperative of this process of transformation that our guru is trying to do with us, and we do not realize that we ourselves are blocking our progress. So the more we are open about the divine power to work in our lives through us, the more we are able to understand about this practice and about your problems and issues and everything in general. So it's about developing that faith and connection with the higher power, and the higher power has come to our life in form of a samarth guru, a omnipresent spiritual master. So we can develop that connection with our spiritual master by 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 being with our spiritual master at all times. So in Guru Siyag Yoga, there is nothing which is prohibited. There is nothing which is, and by that I mean that those of you who are using any substance to get intoxicated, so it might be alcohol or some other drugs, you are not advised by Gurudev to leave these things before you start to practice it. You can continue whatever you are taking. Those of you who are eating whatever they want to eat, so it's vegan, vegetarian, or non-vegetarian, or whatever. There are no prescriptions around what diet to take and what diet not to take. No prescription around that you have to take bath before meditation, or you have to wear these kind of clothes to meditate, or you have to sit on a particular type of asana or mat to meditate, or you have to sit in a particular way, in particular posture to practice meditation. So there are no prescriptions at all in Guru Siyag Yoga. So a guru is a true guru when the guru liberate us. So that starts to happen immediately in this practice, because Guru Siyag Yoga we can continue with whatever we are doing. We really do not need to bother bother ourselves with creating more emotions of guilt or anything. So our guru accepts us as we are, at whatever higher, middle, lower level we might be. So a lot of us might be feeling that we are not yet that on a level wherein Gurudev comes down to connect with us or something. So it's not like that at all. So once you start chanting the mantra, so the Gurudev is inside you only. So nobody has to go anywhere. Nobody has to pay any money to anyone, and nobody has to take permission from anyone. Nobody has to basically do anything but connect with your guru inside. So guru is in every cell of your being. So all you have to do is walk on the path shown by your spiritual master to, and in this case, Gurudev Sri Ramlal Ji Siyag, and walk on the path shown by him to invoke and evoke the guru in you. And the more you chant the mantra, the more you become open towards getting transformed, the more you surrender. So the more you, and by surrender I mean the more you trust, the more, because we can't surrender if we can't trust. So the more you trust, even if you are not really able to understand how things would work for you. But the more you are able to trust on your Guru, the more you will be able to progress on this path. And we are always able to only look back and and calibrate or understand that, okay, yes, I was there then and now I'm here. So we, most of the times, we do not have any idea of what a good life, peaceful life, happy life looks like. So it's truly different. So I can say that about myself, uh, and quite a lot of practitioners who are practicing Guru Siyag Yoga, that uh, that we want to cling to our notions of and concepts of around how, what to do and how to do and everything. And once we leave on to Gurudev, we slowly see a lot of transformation in ourselves and in outside life also. And because of all that, we are able to be more at peace even in difficult circumstances. So it's not that that difficult circumstance, you will not find yourself in difficulties, but how you show up as a human being changes in relation to everything else. So the way you were the way you were getting impacted, that gets modified slowly and slowly, bit by bit. You change as a being completely, because your sanskar, your deep rooted sanskars of anxiety, of self doubt, of pride, of not in that when I say pride, so everything, even doubt. So everything has a useful aspect to it. So it's not about those useful aspects. It's about we getting overboard and going over with these qualities that causes a lot of problem in life. So our Samar Sadgurudev, once we get attached to Gurudev and do our bit to establish that connection with Gurudev, so he takes care of the transformation that is needed inside us. So Guru Siyag Yoga involves chanting of the mantra and doing meditation. And once we listen to that mantra in Gurudev's voice, so what happens is that uh, in our body we all have Kundalini energy, so that gets activated. So Kundalini energy is an energy that you may read on the internet, and a lot of information that you will read on the internet either might scare you or might inform you about Kundalini energy, which is not really useful, or may excite you about this journey in a wrong way. So Kundalini is a divine power, and any power can be misused. So there are people or tantrics who do various practices to activate this divine energy, and what they do with it, so I have no idea. But for people like you and me, all we want at the end of the day is to feel more at peace, and to feel more happy and more connected to life, and the world, and beyond, perhaps. So once we hear the mantra in Gurudev's voice, Kundalini energy in us gets activated, and that Kundalini energy is responsible to to cleanse your being from cell to cell, cell to cell, cell to cell, and slowly and slowly, slowly and slowly, it'll clean, it'll purify each cell, and what we have inside ourselves is something that that are not really just restricted to what science could see. So there are things which are beyond that the current science is able to see. So our cells hold a lot of things in form of memories, karmas, and seeds of the karmas. And so I'm not going there because we really do not really need to as such know the technicalities of what is there inside our cells and all that. So as I said before, that all we are concerned about is how happy we feel in our day-to-day life, how empowered we feel in our day-to-day life. So that is something that we are most concerned about. And when we surrender ourselves to the Guru and walk on the path shown by the Guru, we will become attuned to whatever whatever is bringing more clarity. So we become attuned to our own inherent wisdom that gets activated through Guru's blessings and grace. And we feel better day by day, day by day. And this happens as a step by step process. So somebody like me, I can't say that I don't feel anxiety at all, or I don't feel angry at all, I don't feel disturbed at all. But the degree of anxiousness, of anger, of frustration, of disturbance, so the degrees have come down considerably. And you need to experience it to really understand it. So, meanwhile, before we go any further, let's hear Gurudev himself and get the divine mantra from him. And once we hear the mantra in Gurudev's voice, we will start meditating for 15 minutes. So, to meditate, all you have to do is sit anywhere in any comfortable position, on a piece of furniture or on a mat on the floor or on the floor itself, whatever feels most comfortable to you. The posture or the place, whatever feels okay for you, just sit there. And there are no rules and restrictions. The only thing that you have to take care of is that you do not have to meditate at least after at least uh, for 3 4 hours after having a heavy meal. So if you have had your dinner or lunch or any heavy snack or something, so wait for around 3 hours before meditating. Other than this, there are no restrictions. Everybody can practice this meditation at all days of the year. We do not have to really think that, is this the good day? Am I whatever? So just drop all the calculations, and males and females, all of you can practice Guru Siyag Yoga on all days and at all times. And the second part of this method is mantra chanting. So you have to chant the mantra round the clock. And by round the clock, it means as much as you can. So a lot of us are doing a lot of things that really does not involve uh, the higher functions of our mind as such. We do things on auto mode, like a lot of household chores, I can say in my case. So I do, and all you have to do is chant the mantra while you are doing those chores, and you do not have to say anything out loud, you do not have to move your lips or tongue to chant the mantra. It has to be the silent chanting of the mantra. So mantra chanting is most important thing in this practice. A lot of people misunderstand that meditation is the main thing, but that's not so. Mantra chanting is Gurudev has told that mantra chanting is the key. Mantra chanting is the practice through which we connect to the Guru, we befriend with the Guru inside us. So meditation is secondary and mantra chanting is primary in this practice. So once you get the mantra from Gurudev, you can practice it, chant it incessantly. And a lot of you will immediately, those of you who are having some major disease or something, many a times, those people immediately uh, experience a japa jap, and that means that their chant become automatic in their head and heart. And rest of us, we have to put in our best to chant the mantra, and slowly we will also get there. So in this practice, we do not have to wait for years to transformation happen to us. It it starts happening immediately. So now, without going any further, let's hear the mantra in Gurudev's voice. And after this video stops, we will all meditate for 15 minutes. Jai Gurudev.
Yoga mean Yoga means a union of the soul with God or the universal consciousness force. What are the benefits of Siddhi Yoga? Siddhi Yoga heals, cures, or frees the body from any physical illness, adds various forms of cancers, diabetes, arthritis, asthma, and even genetic disease like hemophilia. In the case of disease such as AIDS, which attacks the entire body, the patient may experience internal kriyas like sensation or heat, electricity, or tingling. According to Siddhi Yoga philosophy, the divine power awakened by the enlightened Guru gets transmitted through his blissful voice to the listeners, irrespective of language spoken by the Guru. This divine power transmissions occurs smoothly and remain unaffected by the language being used. Regular practice of Siddhi Yoga strengthens the immune system. The Kundalini acts as a protective shield of the immune system and wards off the onslaught or recurrence of any disease. Impact of Kundalini awakening. The Kundalini makes the practitioner perform kriyas that are specific to his needs. With this cleaning, the practitioner is cured of all kinds of chronic and even terminal disease such as HIV, AIDS, cancer, arthritis, etc., and genetic disorder like hemophilia. Mental application too are completely cured and stress is completely relieved. Cling, Krishna, cling, 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 cling, Krishna, cling.
Jai Gurudev, everyone. Please come out of meditation and open your eyes. So, before closing for today, I would like to encourage you who do not know the exact method to go into meditation. So, please read it from the website www.gurusiyagyoga.org, and you will find not only the method of meditation but various other useful information about Guru Siyag Yoga on the website. Please go through that. Jai Gurudev.